Hey there, welcome to the garage. So I just recently got my spool gun from ArcCaptain to try aluminum welding. What I thought I would do today is just walk through real quick the switching over from MIG to spool on the MIG 200. Obviously, the first thing you're going to want to do is if you're running C25 or whatever shielding gas you're using for MIG, you're going to want to switch that over to 100% argon. That's what you're going to need for aluminum. So then cut your MIG wire spool, kind of bundle that up so you can get the MIG gun detached from the welder and then attach the spool gun. So the spool gun does have two connections. You've got the control connection, which has 4 pins. They're numbered if you look inside, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that corresponds on the welder itself. But there is a guide that is a little white dot that lines up with a white dot on the welder, and that'll help you to orient the control connection where you need it to go. And then the electrical and gas connection is a Euro style, just like the MIG gun. So that just plugs right in and you tighten it up and you're good to go there. So the spool gun holds a 1 pound spool of wire. You wouldn't want it to be much bigger than that because it's just going to get too weighty and too bulky. It's also worth noting that all the consumables are shareable between the spool gun and the MIG gun. The gas nozzle, the contact tip, and everything, they're all interchangeable. The spool gun does come with one roller that has an 08 on one side and an 09 on the other, so you can run 2 different wire sizes. Very easy to swap that guy out. You just want to make sure that the groove for the size wire that you're running is on the bottom. That'll line up with the wire that's feeding through. Since aluminum wire is obviously much softer than steel, it's a little more flimsy to deal with. I found the easiest way to load the gun is to feed the wire all the way through to coming out the contact tip before you mount the spool. That there's just not enough room to get your hand in there to kind of push it through otherwise. So adjusting the tension is pretty straightforward. You just got this little lever that pops up and you can adjust that. I found that I basically have this thing bottomed all the way out in order to get the right tension on the wire. One thing to note that I did find out the hard way is you don't want to over tighten the spool. You want that spool to be able to spin freely, because it didn't feed well on me in the first couple of runs. It got kind of nasty. So once I had a couple of mess ups there, I really wasn't trying to actually do any welding. I just took a scrap piece of aluminum and cleaned it up and just tried to make sure that I had everything connected where it would actually send wire out and melt it in some fashion. So by the third try, I had the tension correctly. I think I still had voltages off, whatever. I'll leave a link in the description that'll give you 5% off of ArcCaptain products, and you can go, if you're looking to pick up a gun, go visit that link. So there it is. There's the basic connections of how you switch over from MIG to spool gun to weld aluminum with the MIG 200. I'm going to spend some time learning how to do that. I got another video coming where I actually do some real welding with this guy. But if you're looking, if you're thinking about getting a spool gun, I kind of wanted to just give you an idea of what it's like to switch over on the MIG 200. Super easy. I appreciate you guys watching. You guys have a great day. See you.